First off, loving the PPR and the IDP in the league. Shout out to the commish for doing the podcast. Shout out to the other Century and a Half members with over 150 points in week 1, and we're skipping week 2. The Naughty One and Rib Rob, may the Ire God stay away this season. Tap tap on champ. And Damien, please do some squats for God's sake. Good luck to everyone in week 2, and since this is delayed, I'm pretty sure Haas would have wanted to say week 3.
Everybody's asking me to stay, but I don't like it here. It makes me feel so weird. Now they're all wishing I would leave, but I kinda wanna stay. You make it seem okay. And how I always lose my mind when I'm in one place for a long time. But how I always lose my mind.
What's up, Pacino family? This is supposed to be week 2 of the podcast, but it is going into week 3 because week 2 did not work out. You've all heard that the phone was not an option, and I'm sorry for that. So we're going to go back to the PC where I'll just make a video. Maybe I'll just keep doing videos and make it easy because I can't find just an all audio one. I don't know why. They all suck. Well, I've technically only tried one, but blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it because it's going to be Thursday Night Football or after Thursday Night Football by the time any of you listen to this. So I'm just going to try to get this done. Try to cut it under 20 minutes that they've been going on. I'm going to do this blind. I have absolutely no notes again, so I'm just going to click the computer. So we'll do the power rankings real quick. So Rob shot up 2 spots. He is the top guy. Yeah, we don't want to go into that. I know everyone hates that. Hostiller drops a spot, but he's still a top dog. He's 2-0 as well. He's at number 2. Number 3, also part of the 2-0 club, is Cold Flesh. He's up 3 spots, one of the bigger jumps. And then at the very top of the 1-1s is me, up 1 spot. Nate falling 3 spots due to that horrible week 2 game. Hunter dropping down 2 spots. Damien up a spot at 1-1 at 7. Jack at 8. David up after just a poor week 1 performance, but he's at 9. Jay actually up 4 spots. He has the biggest jump. He's at number 10. Even though he's at 0-2, he's still in the 10th spot. Then my brother, Eric, and Andrew fall in 11 and 12. And then our 2 0-2 teams, the bottom of the barrel, the junk, the crap, the worried, Laura and Joel. Laura at 13, Joel at 14. We can get into that, into the matchups. We don't have to dive too deep into that, but some bad luck Joel's way and maybe some bad drafting Laura's way. Thursday Night Football that already passed, what is going on right now. It'll probably go on as I start going into matchups, so I might see some points go up. So we'll see how that goes. I really don't want to go into it. It's probably one of the more boring Thursday Night Football games that we have. I myself probably won't even watch it. I gotta pack and do things. But let's go into the power rankings. First, I'll do the sponsors that we were supposed to do for week 2 because we always have to have sponsors. So let me pop that up real quick before we get into the matchups.
Hey, great job there, Commish. And now, a word from our sponsors. Hey! Man, shut your corny ass up. You know what the sponsor is. White Claw. We've been drinking it since the draft. That's why our team is last place in all my fantasy leagues. Whoa, easy there, Black Fantasy owner. White Claw is not even the sponsor this week. They're not even paying us. Whoa, shit. White Claw tastes so damn good, we should be paying them just to think the name White Claw. And fuck your sponsors, nigga. Okay, Black Fantasy owner took the sponsor script, so I guess we're not having any sponsors this week, Commish. Sorry about that. Back to you. God damn, White Claw tastes good.
All right, that was unfortunately our sponsors for this week. I think too much White Claw there. We'll try to get back onto the normal sponsors. But let's get into the matchups. We're just going to dive in again. I have no notes. I'm just winging it. I'm going quick. Just I wanted to make sure I got this podcast out for you guys because I'm gonna definitely try to do it. After the move, I'm set. I'll have a little bit more time. Okay, let's go in there. I'm just gonna jump into me and Nate's matchup. 2 1-1ers going at it here. I don't like to talk too much about my team, especially on a podcast, but it's pretty even. I mean, I guess power rankings wise, it's 4 and 5. I'm still kind of on the up, and Nate's kind of on the down. He's got Bell this week. It's really tough to start Bell with this injured lineup. I mean, it's Le'Veon Bell. I think he's still going to get points, but against New England, that's a tough start. But he's just one of those that you start every week. Marlon Mack is hurt, but he got his backup, so I guess you're pretty set there. I mean, if Marlon Mack's out, I know you're going to slide the backup in. You should be okay, but Mack being in there would be pretty studly, even though the matchup's not that great. Tyler Boyd's been great for him. His team's pretty stacked. For some reason, Robert Woods has not been doing very well, but it's Robert Woods. You got to start him as well. Sammy Watkins is still going to be beast every week out. I'm going to opt out to not start Cam. I know Cam Newton's probably not going to start anyway, but I was going to bench him anyway because he's trash. I also have an unfortunate thing of having to start Alvin Kamara without Breeze, just like Bell's got to start without Mono. So we both got a kind of almost the same situation going on here. I got Chris Carson who could fumble again and then not do anything. I got a lot of question marks. Oh my God, my defensive players might not even start. Jesus, that's not gonna go. All right, so Thursday Night Football just started, so it just really refreshed my screen. So if I had to pick a winner this week, of course I'm gonna go me because I got it going on, baby. Me and Nate have no one going Thursday, so boring. Let's move on to the next one. We're going to go over to Damian and David. Damian had a fucking solid win against me, and I hate him. Also, David had some redemption. He's also up there. So they're kind of on the up and up. So they're both doing pretty well. Damian, Kerryon Johnson. After that cut, Kerryon Johnson has to be legit. He's back to Studley levels. I was a little bit worried for you on that one, but fuck it. He's gonna be doing well. Kenny Galladay too. I said I think in the first podcast, or maybe the podcast I deleted, I said that the Detroit lineup here was your weak point. I didn't like it, but there's my dog. Can't retake. So these two, they're gonna be beast out. I'm changing my mind. These Lions could be pretty legit, especially with Kerryon. Kenny Galladay actually looks like a legit wide receiver one. He could be. Sonny Michel, I don't know about that. Kelsey's always going to be beast. I'm still up on Miles Sanders in that trade. I still believe he's going to be good. He's been pretty shit, but I would still believe in him. It's a tough to slide in that flex. I know you got some other options out there, but I would do it as well. Over on the David side, Goff has not been that great. Even Barkley hasn't been that great, but it's Barkley, and Barkley's not great. It's still freaking 18, 20-point games. So he's always going to be a stud. He just hasn't been as studly as he can be. I mean, 21 points isn't bad. 15 wasn't bad, but he can do better. Breida looks good. I don't know. Colonel Mustard might give him a run for his money, but that San Francisco offense has been doing fucking well. Even John Ross. I think we talked about it. I'm not big on John Ross, but even though that lucky little run, he's been doing good. So I would also flex him. I'm a believer in Ross until A.J. Green comes back as well. So I made that mistake as well. He's going to keep doing well. Rest of the team looks solid. Damian still has the projections going over. Oh man, I see you're benching Aaron Donald this week, but you're still benching him because you believe in him. You didn't straight out drop him. You just want to see if he'll do it. I see that. You've even benching Adrian Peterson over John Ross. All solid moves. It's going to be a tough one to pick. I think just based on what I saw with Detroit, I'm going to give this win to Damian. I think they're going to handle it. It just looks too solid. I'm going to go ahead and try some of this audio. So, win Damian. All right, over to Andrew and Rob. Rob 2-0, tippity top. Andrew had a pretty solid week last week, climbing up from the bottoms, or actually falling down. Elliott, let me check Elliott's points out. He's been doing kind of right? 12 and the 19. So he's coming back. He just didn't have a lot of carries. It's Elliott. He's going to start beasting. Aaron Rodgers also is looking beasty. I think your problem is Leonard Fournette. I just think just 2 average games. I mean, he hasn't really found the end zone yet, but he'll be all right. 10 and 9. PPR wise, it's not that great. I would keep starting him. I wouldn't be too worried yet. But Thursday night, we'll see what he can do. Or now, maybe by the time you're listening to this, he's got 30 points, and you're like, fuck you. We don't know what you're talking about. Or maybe he got 5 points, and you're still saying, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. He's not going to do better. So either way, could be wrong. Probably wrong. Greg Olsen, I'm laughing at that one. You dropped him, picked him back up. I was going to try to snag him, but I figured someone would get him, and I thought it was going to be you, and it was right. You just had I know you didn't want to bench him. He was going to be hurt. You should have waited on it, but you still got to win. It's irrelevant. Manuel Sanders actually is looking better. This team is looking on the up and up. I like this team. Kenyon Drake's a good stash if he gets traded. If not, Devin's hurt. That sucks. James Washington was a good pickup too. You have a lot of potentials on your bench. A lot of trade bait. You hear that, everyone? I said that about Andrew. He has a lot of potentials on his bench. Now, let me get this straight. I said potentials. That doesn't mean they're good. Don't go trading for him yet. He's going to try to sell you low or high. Just don't trade him. I'm sorry, Andrew. That's just the rule. We got to throw it out there. Rob, there's not much I could say about your team. It looks good. Dak Prescott was a solid pickup. I've been off on Calvin Ridley and Derrick Henry. I'm looking at Ridley's points. He got a touchdown, right? Every game so far? Yep. Okay. I don't know. I guess Ridley could be legit. That Falcon offense isn't doing that well either, so I guess he's legit. Derrick Henry's looking good. I don't know. I'm still iffy on them. DK Metcalf's good. Todd Gurley is in your flex, so that's always good when Todd Gurley's in your flex. And Todd Gurley's been looking good. I think we were just a little bit worried on week 1, but after that, things look good. He's not getting RB1 points, not even a top 5, but he's still getting the carries. He's getting a touchdown, so I guess he's just a goddamn good, solid flex. Your defensive core is one of the top up there, I would say, with mine. You know, you got some solid defenders. You reach for them, I reach for them, so we did well there. Everything else pretty much has a win written all over it for you, so I'm definitely going to have to go Rob on this one. Oh, even though Angie's got solid matchups too, I still got to go Rob. We're going to have to give it to Rob here. Now we're going over to the Creepers versus Jack. I really know Jay doesn't want to lose this one. Jack's actually above him in power rankings at 8, where Jay's kind of sitting at 10. Not too bad. Solid pickup on Josh Allen. He'd be good. Yeah, better than a streaming quarterback. You could solidly start him every week, but he's got a tasty matchup this week. Aaron Jones looks like he's beasting. James White, I'm still iffy on the Patriots running backs, but they're scoring so many points. It's going to be solid. I see you just picked up the highest scorer on the waiver wire, Thomas Davis. I saw him too, so you're going to just go ahead and just stream him. You're streaming that defense. Still sitting on Tyreek Hill. At least you're getting wins with him out. You also got AJ Green waiting in the wings. So you're gonna be pretty set as long as you can start collecting some wins before they come. That's what she said. Tell your sex tape. And you still have Malcolm Brown benching him. OJ Howard, I guess you're still believing in him, but you're not believing in Hawkinson. That's a solid move. I would also start Howard here in this matchup. And we go over to Jack, starting his boy Phillip Rivers. He traded for him. He's going to try to hope he can shut us up and hope he gets a 20-point and plus performance. But I will give you props. Dalvin Cook, second best running back in the league right now, and he's just looking unstoppable. That's been a solid keeper, probably the keeper right now. I don't know about Diggs. Diggs is kind of iffy, but it's a decent team. Nice flex. Nice pickup on Aguilar. That could be a nice little slot there. Maybe get you some points. Your bench don't look too bad. You're kind of stacking up on the wide receivers there and running backs for KC. Not a bad option. It looks good on paper. Everything looks good. Dalvin Cook's going to carry this team. You're kind of hoping Phillip Rivers follows suit. I don't know. It says Jack's team's going to win, but I just like on paper Jay's win. So I'm going to go with Jay on the upset. Even though he's 0-2, I'm not talking shit on your team, Jack. Looks good. I think Jay's going to have the upset here. I just like the matchups. They're a little bit better. Oof. I didn't realize we had our two 0-2 teams going against each other. The fucking shit bowl. I wish I had another womp 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 sound effect to put in here, but all I have is clap set right now, so we're going to go with that. So, yeah, Joel with a little bit of bad luck here, and he got some injuries, but he's building that team back together. It's solid. I saw you both were projected lower than 100. Now it seems to have crept back up. Joe Mixon's been legit. I don't know why you're going with Winston. I don't know why you feel you have to when there was other options out there. I know Winston was the most highest projected quarterback, but projections aren't everything. ESPN, come on. But you're rolling the dice. What can I say? It's already out there. I don't know what else you could do. You're benching Baker Mayfield, which is smart, but I mean, for Winston, oof. Joe Mixon, I don't know, man. Cincinnati's been doing well. This could still continue to beast out. Royce Freeman, I would be worried about. They're kind of sharing time right now. Royce Freeman seems to be the bruising back, but man, that offense is terrible. You've got a running back in a kind of shitty situation. He's only getting 10 carries, 11 carries a game. Man, it's just, if that's your running back too, you're going to be in trouble, and it's showing. Antonio Brown's a solid start. As long as he's not suspended, you have to put him in there week in, week out. I think Lockett's going to get more looks. They're projecting him at 10. I think that's bullshit. He'll still get more looks. They'll get shit going together. Austin Hooper, I mean, you got it going on. Fitzgerald as well is an I mean, it's still the Cardinals. I mean, you got to hope Kyler Murray goes off. And if Kyler Murray goes off, we can throw it all the way over to Laura. She's still going on her boy, Kyler Murray. And it's not like he's been doing bad. He kind of showed up week 2. But he's decent. I'll tell you this. Kyler Murray is better than Cam Newton. So, and I was starting Cam Newton. So, I'd be going with that. I have no issues with the QB department. But holy crap, your running back department. Oof. Ugh. Rashad Penny. You're just hoping my boy Carson keeps fumbling, because that's the only way Rashad Penny's going to get looks. Even with those fumbles. Ugh, he barely got touches. Chris Thompson, I mean, that's a flex at best. And he's in your running back too. And you're hoping for boomer bust with that guy. Marquise Thomas, you have Marquise Brown, but Michael Thomas is continue to carry your team. Even with a shitty fucking quarterback, I still think he'll be fine, but it does kind of take a little bit of a dink there. That sucks for you. With Breeze out, that's your best boy, and he's going to struggle. Kittle's looking good. You don't got to worry about Kittle. He's a beast. Marquise Brown has looked well. That offense has looked well. That's going to be a nice pickup right there. I think he's going to continue to do well. You just better hope he doesn't get hurt. I probably just jinxed it right now. Cook's solid. He was out in LA the other day. I saw him on my Instagram feed with my coworkers, so that automatically means he's going to get 20 points. Sterling Shepard's good to go, but he's sitting on your bench. DJ Moore, man, he looked like quite a nice little draft pickup. He was falling. I loved it, but now with fucking Cam out, I would definitely bench him as well. You need a healthy Cam for DJ Moore to succeed, so you're kind of with me. You're hoping Cam turns it around because DJ Moore could start picking it up. Other than that, this trash bowls, they're both the lowest projection. Ugh. I mean, which one do I want to win? Who do I think will win? On paper, Joel, I'm going to go with Joel. He's not supposed to win. He's projected lower, but I'm going to say Joel's going to carry away with this one, definitely. All right, let's quickly finish this up. We got 2 more matchups to go. We got Hunter, Quiet Hunter. We haven't seen him much in chat. You're also on the Cam Newton bandwagon because if Cam Newton goes, Christian McCaffrey is ready to go. But he'll still beast. He's solid. He's always going to go. Mark Ingram, I'm a little worried about. On the goal line, he might get a little bit stolen from, I can't think of his name right now, but he was getting more snaps in the red zone. But Baltimore is scoring, and Mark Ingram is a beast. That's a tough pill to swallow right there. I'd have to watch out for him. You have to start him every week in, week out. And really no one else to slide in there, so I'd be worried about that. I think Evans is going to go off. I think Evans is going to have a good week. It looks like Chris Godwin was the man there, but, I mean, it's going to be Evans. I mean, you have both, so I guess you're happy if one of them goes off, and if neither, oof. Matt Ryan, leading the league in interceptions. That's your QB1. You'd still have to start him. It's not like he's bad. Again, I'm going to compare him to Cam Newton. At least he's not Cam Newton because fuck Cam Newton. Darren Waller's still solid. I see you're giving Fuller a spin here. That's nice. You have Vance McDonald, and Waller. So you have some decent tight ends there. Okay, that's nice. Definitely smart to bench Trubisky. You're looking all right. Your team's right where it is, 1-1. Yeah, I like it. There's some potential there, but we got to see what's going on. My brother, he is starting Lamar Jackson. Carson Wentz getting the bench. I know he was hurt, but smart move. Looks like Lamar Jackson after 2 weeks. Yeah, you got to start him. There's no more sitting on that boy. He's a beast. I wonder if he's going to try to trade Wentz because he doesn't need him because Jackson is the man. Devonta Freeman, man, his running backs have let him down. Freeman and Chubb, oof. I know Chubb is still going to be beast. I still believe in Chubb. Freeman is looking a little scared. I'd still be okay with Chubb. Chubb's fine. I'm a little bit worried for Freeman. Juju Smith-Schuster, even though he doesn't have the repertoire with his new quarterback, I still think he's going to be a beast. He should be fine. Curtis Samuel as your wide receiver 2 scares me because Cam Newton sucks. A little worried about that. Jared Cook, shake it off. He'll be fine. No Breeze, who knows? That's a big question mark. I'd be worried if he got zeros. If he got zeros this week, I'd probably slide in Eifert from here on out until Breeze comes back, because that would scare me a lot. If he goes off, then yeah, maybe he's got that repertoire. I'm going to keep using that word. That's the word of the week. Mike Williams, solid. With Hunter Henry out, I think he has a little bit of a boost. Solid everywhere around. Will Lutz is going to be a great kicker now that Breeze is out. I think more field goals are happening. So my pick, Hunter looks good here. I like his matchups. I think my brother's team is a little bit better, but Hunter's matchup are juicy. This one's tough for me. I'm gonna go. I just don't believe in Freeman. I'm gonna go Dino. I think Dino's gonna win it, just based on Freeman. Just looking at him and Curtis Samuel, it scares me a little bit. All right, last matchup: the Beastie touchdown and the Beastie Crack Daddies. Both 2-0. Someone's got to lose here. No more undefeated for somebody. So we're gonna lose one more 2-0 team. This is a fucking solid matchup. Josh Jacobs is sick on Kolflesh's side, but he'll play. That's nothing. He's going with Peyton Barber after that awesome showing, so I don't blame him. Let's see. Who else you on your flex? Terry McLaurin. Oh, man, Terry. Scary Terry has been beasting. All right, everything looks good here. I love everything on Kolflesh's side. My only scare is Josh Gordon. Oh, man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, especially with freaking Brown out there. I don't know if I'd start Gordon. That's my opinion. He might be the flop of the week. But you know what that means. If I'm giving him the flop of the week, 25 points are inbound. Delaney Walker looks good. He's already in the game. He has 0 points. So there's 5 minutes off the first. That's not great. Anyone else going off? No? Okay. Let's head over to touchdown. Deshaun Watson. Bad game. I'm telling you. Let me say this about Deshaun Watson as an owner and a fan of him. Even though I don't own him anymore in my league, he still, every time I see him play, he's scared. I cringe every time he gets tackled. When he was getting those back pains, I hated it. And you're going to be part of that now, Haas. You're going to hate every single part of him playing football. He's going to be hurt. He's going to get hurt. He's going to get tackled. He's going to scare the shit out of you. But he'll have his up games and he'll have his down games. It's either boom or bust for that guy. So you're hoping for the boom. He'll probably get it because he's playing the freaking Chargers. Austin Eckler still looks good. Beastie. Connor, I would not be worried about. Hopkins, I'm not worried about after, week 2's. Not worried about it. Thielen, I'd still give him a go. I'm a little sweaty on him. He's doing fine, but he hasn't looked Thielen-ish. He's been pretty average. I mean, 10 points a game for PPR is not that great, but I'd be a little worried. Not too much. Mark Andrews, you won the lottery on that. You're probably going to start him week in, week out, based on how they're doing. Your flex, Julian Edelman's fine, not the best. He's probably going to be maybe boom or bust also with Antonio Brown. He's also the same. He's like almost averaging 10 points a game. So not bad. I think that flex needs a little bit of work. And, of course, we joked about Joey Sly. You picked him up, and it was the most genius move ever. It looks like you're sticking with him, and I don't blame you. Goal always comes back to Cam Newton. Maybe I'm obsessed with him just being shit and being so pissed off, but without Cam Newton, that shitty offense not doing it, or even with Cam Newton being shitty, they're going to kick field goals. Joey Sly might be a legit kicker and help you get some garbage points, to make up for that flex. So this is good. This is a good game. Both of you not projected that high. It must be those matchups. This could be close. It might even be a lower scoring game. I think this is just a bad week for both of you, but luckily you're both playing each other and both playing beastie teams on bad matchups. I'm going to say I love Mahomes. Mahomes, damn, 22 projected points. My goodness. I'm probably going to go touchdown on this one just because, his IDP looks good. You know what? IDP wins leagues, and IDP is fun because IDP is the way to go. And people who like IDP get the victory from me. All right, so that's it. Hopefully I can put this together in time and get it out by the end of Thursday Night Football or during Thursday Night Football. I'll send it out. Maybe you guys will listen to this on Friday because it's so late. But at least try to have a good day. Sorry I got these late. I'll try to get them on time more often. But that's pretty much it. Again, if you get the most points of the week, give you your shout out. You heard me read Haas's shout out at the very beginning and his music, which I'm going to start bringing up. He fixed the music, read word for word what he wanted in the beginning, and you can have that too if you have the most points. So that'd be it. Those were the matchups. I'll try to get the podcast done again. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll get more shit